I just got to share this with the rest of the world, or anyone that's interested, probably not many. Well, I'm lost for words with this really. I bought it because a friend of mine tipped me off that it was in a local scrapyard, and he was very good and actually went and got it for me. And I got it for a reasonable price. I'm happy with what I paid for it because I was interested in it because of the engine bottom end and the gearbox, which may be the Royal Enfield, either Model CO 350 or possibly Model G, or maybe a mixture of both. But anyway, very useful and perhaps desirable to me if no one else. And even the rigid frame perhaps is not beyond redemption, but somebody has tried to make some sort of a chopper out of it, and what they've done, well, it's beyond hilarious. I mean, if this thing had ever got out onto the road, God knows what it would have looked like. But I don't know about, you get these custom builders and they give themselves names. I think perhaps this lot could have called themselves Shit Creek Customs or something like that, because it really is beyond bad. Let's take a look at it anyway and see what they've done. At the front here, they've taken the footrest assembly from something like a Honda CD175 or similar, one of the small 70s twins, where the footrest assembly bolted onto the underside of the engine, and you can see the brackets are still there. And look at that lovely welding, and we'll see more of that welding in a moment. Around here, why bolt a rear mudguard on when you can just quickly weld it on? I don't know about quickly actually, but they must have spent some time piling all that up. And look at that there. Now, I'll tell you what, I'm no welder, and I've welded things and they've looked prettier than that, but if I welded like this, I don't think I'd be able to go out and show my face. Moving on, we've got a bit of ingenuity here actually. Let's just lay it over a touch, and we'll take a look at the prop stand. Nice bit of 8mm thread bar there. Couple of nuts welded back to back, which the thread bar is screwed into, and you simply swing the prop stand out like that, look. And of course that'll never bend or snap, will it? Very, very strong. What goes on in some people's heads, I don't know. And then we've got the must-have sissy bar, and that is a bit missing on this side, supported from falling too far back by chains. Look at that. We also have a rather interesting gear lever there. Not quite sure what they intended to do with that, but there's a nice big pile of weld on top of that as well. Well, yeah, don't even know what to say about that. Anyway, I'm hoping to be able to carefully cut this lot off, all these things here that have been crudely welded on, and smooth over the frame, hopefully not break into it, and just grind the weld back until there's no hint or trace of it left, and hopefully return this frame to how it should be. But I bought this more out of curiosity really than anything, and I'm happy with what I paid for it, but it just really, really amazes me what some people get up to. Really, really beggars belief. But there we are. At least it didn't go into the melting pot, which is where it would have gone if my mate Dave hadn't tipped me off and we brought it back here. So hopefully it'll have a sort of happier ending than it would have done otherwise anyway. But it's just beyond belief to me, this really is.